Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. Liverpool have won the Carabao Cup in incredible circumstances. This is a story of two halves in the sense that it was four halves. We went to extra time. But what's going on there? I mean, first of all, you've got to start off on the positives. We'll talk about Chelsea. You must be fuming, Chelsea fans. That was cowardice in extra time. You've got basically a team of hundreds of millions of pounds senior pros sitting back doing sod all against a team of kids. And you lose. You must be absolutely fuming. The opportunity to win a trophy is there in front of you, and you cowardly play counter-attacking football against a team of kids. Incredible, but also incredible, the positive for Liverpool. I mean, that is just unbelievable. I mean, I'm trying to list the players that Liverpool had out. Alisson, Trent, Matip, Konate was taken off. Robertson was taken off. McAllister was taken off. Gakpo was taken off. Szoboszlai's injured. Jota's injured. Nunez is injured. Salah is injured. Curtis Jones is injured. I mean, we're up to about 12 players there, not on the pitch in extra time. Kids I don't even know their names of for Liverpool, and they're the team constantly knocking on the door and they win the game. I mean, that, to be honest, is one of the most incredible cup finals I've seen. I mean, I'm looking at it with 10 minutes to go. Liverpool have got all these kids on the pitch. Chelsea have got the momentum. Goes to extra time and you think, Chelsea have just got to go for this. They can't risk penalties. It's going to be in a penalty shootout. It's a lottery. They're going to go for it. And it's Liverpool who go for it. And it's Chelsea who sit back. I mean, look, I'll talk about Chelsea in a minute because I don't know where you go from that mentally. But Liverpool, I mean, Jurgen Klopp's big thing will be the injury to Gravenberch. How long is it going to take for the other players to get back? But the confidence you'll take from that as a unit on the bus back to Liverpool or the plane or whatever, when you're looking around at the Salahs and the Nunez's who didn't play 1 minute and they're looking around at these kids who've just won him a winner's medal. You're like, Klopp's like, if I can get some of my players back, this is a movement. This is a moment. This is a team that can pretty much defy logic and go and win games deservedly playing, like that. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. I would not have predicted that at all. I don't think many Liverpool fans would have predicted it. But you can't write Jurgen Klopp off. The man is an absolute genius. And the way he gets players playing, he's built a dynasty there. And he's built it from top to bottom. And it's took him years to get to this point. But this is what happens with longevity and a plan and a structure. It rolls into a situation where players you've never heard of just come in and know how to do it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I can't believe that. There probably are examples of that happening in football. But it's pretty remarkable to see a team that, I mean, basically that's Liverpool's youth team with Van Dijk and Diaz in it. It's incredible. And I know there's a couple of, Kelleher in goal was brilliant. He's not the goalkeeper, is he? I forgot about Alisson. So that is just remarkable from Liverpool. And, they did deserve it. This is not me as a United fan. This is a football fan. They did deserve it. I thought that the goal that was disallowed by PGMOL or VAR or whatever was ridiculous. I mean, it doesn't matter now, because Liverpool won anyway. But if Chelsea had won that game, we'd be having a right old moan. Don't go looking for things that people don't see. We're not the NFL with the Premier League. That it's football. Don't go looking for things that people didn't see. No Chelsea fan saw that Colwell thing. I didn't see it. You didn't see it. And then a legitimate goal gets overturned because apparently Colwell was going to get on the end of the header. He wasn't going to get on the end of the header. Chilwell and Van Dijk were a metre further away, which means the ball onto Van Dijk's head meant that Colwell's got to be level with where Van Dijk was stood. Well, he was a metre away from him. And then Colwell didn't go at the same time as Van Dijk and Chilwell. They went and then he went. So he's not making that gap. That's a goal. He's never getting on the end of that. And it should have been a goal and we wouldn't have had extra time. But and maybe there should have been a red card in the first half as well. So look, some weird decisions, but ultimately I think the right result came because Liverpool showed attacking intent. They showed ambition. Onto Chelsea, I'm not a Chelsea fan, and I'm looking at that and I'm going, when you lose, it's like Man United losing to Fulham yesterday. That's a horrible loss because you look at it and you just go, where do I go from here? Like, all right, we've had injuries against Fulham, but the effort, and it was horrible. For Chelsea, you look at that game, and sometimes you lose a game and you go, wasn't our day. They were better than us. They're just better than us. But for Chelsea, we all know you've spent £1 billion. We all know that that team in extra time is worth hundreds of millions of pounds, and you've just had your arse smacked by a bunch of kids. That is not a defeat that you can just brush under the carpet and go, it's one of those, let's get on with it. That is humiliating. As brilliant as it is for Liverpool, and it was, it's still humiliating for Chelsea because the players they've got on the pitch, I mean, they've got £200 million midfielders. They've got hundreds of millions of pounds elsewhere in that team, and they were second best in extra time. They showed no intent. Now, the players have got to take that. The manager's got to take that. I mean, what that is for Pochettino is just another massive question mark over him. He's got the players there to play a completely different game. He's got the players there to go more on the front foot. What Chelsea should have done, and I can see it, and I'm sure all you can see it, is you're not against the juggernaut Liverpool. You're up against an inexperienced team. Push your defensive line higher, get on the ball, and get at them. And to sit back in extra time, it's completely and utterly inexplicable. I just do not get it. Like, that is shambles, embarrassing. Tactically, I'm talking about. It makes absolutely no sense. And where Chelsea go from here, well, you're mid-table. You've got no chance of getting in the Champions League. I don't think you've got a chance of getting top 7. So you don't get into Europe for losing a Carabao Cup final. So that's a waste of time as well. So basically, you've got to try and win the FA Cup. Well, Man City is still in the FA Cup. Liverpool is still in the FA Cup. Newcastle is still in the FA Cup. There's still good teams in the FA Cup. So for Chelsea, it's another hammer blow, and it's another huge question mark about the mentality of that football club and what the plan is with a bunch of players that, I mean, just look at the finishing lineup for Chelsea and the finishing lineup for Liverpool and explain to yourselves how Liverpool were dominating the ball and looking like scoring and Chelsea weren't. And Jurgen Klopp is a football man, and I tell you what, that win will be up there with some of the biggest wins he's had in his career, because it won't be lost on him, the circumstances of that win. It's one thing winning the league with the likes of Salah, Mane and Firmino up front, but beating that Chelsea side with those kids in the team at 0-0, they weren't holding on, it was 0-0, they won it. He will be beaming from ear to ear because he will know that will go down. All right, it's not going to go down in history like some of the things Liverpool have done, but it will go down as not just winning a Carabao Cup, but doing it with a collection of players where it was, they were the underdogs. They were the underdogs in extra time. And they've gone and won it. So get your comments in below, Chelsea fans. Get your comments in below, Liverpool fans and everybody else. What were your thoughts? Absolutely incredible. Incredible win for Liverpool. And, embarrassing for Chelsea how they approached extra time. It was cowardly. Thanks for watching. Smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe. And I'll speak to you on the next one. I'm on the United Stand at 7 o'clock if you want to join me for that.